Well, hey guys, what's going on? I'm panting here a little bit because I was lifting this heavy stuff around here. I had just put a new ramp on the deck here. Here's the original, which of course will stay. But I have one coming on from both directions. And the idea, I'm finally gaining here on my breath, is coming up here and riding off this side onto a pickup truck bed, using this as a loading dock situation. Back your truck right up here, put something heavy on it. This is my glass barrel. This is gonna go, it's so sharp. This is the piece I cut out of the shed for the window. It's so jagged, I put it in here so nobody gets hurt. This will be my glass barrel. When it gets heavy, I'm gonna need to slide it off. So henceforth the loading dock. It's my baby. It's my baby. Oh, I love it. Yeah. So with that being done, I'm going to take you up to the camp and I'm going to show you another project. I will see you up there. Well, here we are at the power side of the camp up here. There's Fred Beazle coming to visit. And it's my intention to put a 16-foot antenna mast way up here. I have this temporary one I'm just setting up here. Now this is for an auto, but she's fair to middling. And she's got the coil. And we are way up on a mountain here top, so it should do pretty good. The truckers here that are delivering water that are being staged down yonder, they're on channel 10. And so first channel I'm gonna check when I fire this thing up tonight is channel 10, but that's still pretty good there. It's still not obstructed so bad, you know? The roof's not metal, it's above the roof and it's above most of everything. So I should be doing pretty good. So I'm gonna go inside and wire this thing up and clean it up. I'm gonna show you the CB that I've purchased, used, and it is nostalgia. My job now is to find a metal plate to bolt on top of here with a couple screws that this magnet can stick to here. Let me put my torch on. I can see that light's getting funny right now. It's getting dark out, guys. Camera just doesn't show it. Big old magnet there, and because this is temporary, I'm just gonna put a little iron plate here and screw it in, even with one screw, and just set it on there so I don't lose it, you know, it doesn't fall over or something. So guys, this is just a slab of iron and a little temporary kind of flat fix. I'm gonna zip it down and stand this thing on it and magnetize it. I just don't wanna lose it while I'm experimenting tonight. Don't want the wind to blow it off. So we'll zip it in and go inside and get her going. And there she is whipping away. And you can see she's just stuck to the bottom of that plate. Gotta put the old driver back. There's the girls, there's one. What are you doing, Gertie? What are you doing, Gertie? Well, folks, you can see I have the coax cable coming through and the CB is going to go here. And so just for tonight, I'm going to set it up and power it here, and then we're going to give it a whirl. The first thing to do is get some isopropyl alcohol. I wish I had 100%. This is diluted with water, but it'll still work fine. Now basically, guys, this is nostalgia. And I want to tell you, this is the Cobra 29. And you can see she's been in a closet for a while and in a truck that had a lot of dirt. See all the dirt around the pods? Henceforth the alcohol. I'm going to have to clean her up, get everything wired up and fixed because somebody's sort of, I'll show you as we go here. Come on. See, somebody sort of butchered the wires here. Let me put it in front of somewhere where you can see. Yeah, see, so I've spliced it together. The fuse is good. And then it does have the plug Right here, the triple plug that does marry. The triple plug that does marry with this triple plug. So we look like we're in good shape. This girl looks like it's in good shape. The problem with CB radios, folks, is that if you key it, and keying it means squeezing the microphone with the radio on and the antenna's not hooked up, you will fry the radio. So I told Steve, I got this from the salvage yard. It was his personally. It wasn't in the junkyard. He had it in his closet. He took it out of his truck. The whip antenna is off his truck, so it's completely a mobile setup. This will be home base. This is an AM CB. It's not an FM CB. I don't know if you folks know, there's a lot of more modern CBs. But this has the SSB, which is the sideband, and it's a 12-watt output for what a CB, I reckon, is normally around 5 watts. The FCC, the Federal Communication Commission, does not allow you to exceed so much wattage with a CB, or if they catch you, you will be fined. And so the sideband was, back in the day, their way of getting around the 40-channel area of CB radio, creating another kind of form that's a sideband, and they're legally allowed to slip it to 12 watts. So I'm going to have some fun with this. I have a lot more knowledge now than I had when I was a kid. And when I was messing around with them, I didn't know how to tune an antenna to a CB. So you have to match them. So I know that I can probably use the antenna that I received with this, that we put up outside, without issue, because it was a matched pair in use for a year or so before, Steve took it out of the truck. So I'm hoping that nobody fried it. But, we're going to test it and see. And it's that simple. But I just laugh and have fun with this. This is fun to me, man. I love this stuff. So let me get her cleaned up, and I will see you in a bit. There's the mic. It's all Cobra'd. I'm going to take you over here and show you also. This is my alcohol I'm cleaning up with. I've got the box with this and all the manuals. They look brand new. Look at this. Citizens Band. See, right here, SSB. It's the sideband, AM2A radio, but this thing, the box will tell you, it's the 12-watt side on the sideband, and that's what piques my curiosity, because I love electronics, and there's ways to make things dance, so this is going to be super, super fun. I'm going to continue on in a little bit. Let me get cracking. Well, guys, I have her cleaned up, and she fires up. Now I have it squelched, so listen here. I'll give it a little volume too. See, I just adjust the squelch there so it doesn't make all that noise. And so everything's running beautifully on it. I'm going to let it sit, and I'm going to squelch it a little bit more. There we go. Now, anything that comes through, I'm going to let it sit and warm up for a little bit, but we have power. The antenna's hooked up. Break 10 for radio check. Yeah, so now what I'm doing is showing you that when I key, watch when I key the mic, you'll see the light go. You see that light right there turn to red instead of green right here. This is receive, and when I key, watch this little light turn to red. So that lets me know that we're working here. And I have speaker. Now here's the thing. I'm going to get into the manual because I have to see what this stuff is so that I make sure that I get this thing set up right. But man, we are going to have some fun with this, baby. I will see you in a little bit, probably tomorrow morning, because it is late now. It's going on 9 o'clock and my old butt's getting tired. But this is my digital area here, right behind my my bed there, And of course, you always got to have a little something when you're on your own, know. Guys, here is my yard. This is all my cameras I can see right here. My rechargeable flashlight. This is my power here. That's just so when I'm laying on the couch, I don't have to look back here. I can just look up. I move a thing over there. Of course, these are all my controllers here. Windmill controller, solar controller. So I've tapped off the solar controller because there's a 12-volt output. Here's a bunch of outputs here. You can see I can pluck these caps and it turns into Cyborg City. And these are that kind of output. I already have 2 here and 1 high speed here for internet. So these 12 volters are open still. So I can still add 3 more items here into this block. And I am good to absolutely go. Now this will get mounted all up in here somehow. I'll probably hang it underneath, or I'll create something to make it look super cool. But right now I'm sort of sitting on the couch here and I can get my face right in there and get a look at everything. But actually, it's time for me to put my face inside this manual and see what the heck the buttons do. Hey folks, it's the next morning. I've had my nose in the book here for some of the night last night, and I got a fair grip on how the radio works and how to tune it and calibrate it. The radio seems to respond fine. When I key it, it keys. It goes into the transmit mode. I cleaned the pods out because they were crackly. It's been sitting. With electronics, the term use it or lose it applies very much so. Sort of like neoprene rubber seals on an engine. If you let it sit too long, the motor can be brand new. People will say, I just rebuilt that motor, but she's been sitting 5 years. Well, now all the rubber and the seals are dried out and the motor needs to be rebuilt again. You need to use certain things or they go bad. With electronics, if you do not turn the pods, they get crackly and they get dusty, and the goods that are inside the pod dry out. They get bad. And you got to spray them with electronic cleaner and hope to bring them back, hope you can get it in there or replace the pod. You get cold solders in the board. They like to be warm and they like to be used, you know. So luckily it wasn't so far gone because I was able to bring everything back. So point being, the radio seems to be fine, but I can't calibrate the antenna to the radio. That's a mobile antenna. It was used when I received it. I don't really know what shape it's in. I just don't. The radio seems to be responding. I have it. I'm looking over because I have it humming right now to be warmed up. And the next step is, because we are definitely putting a radio system within the camp here, I can't really go wrong buying a new antenna. If this radio fails and is no good, then I'm going to buy a radio anyway. So the next step, point being, is to get another antenna and see if I can calibrate it here. If I cannot calibrate it here, then the radio needs to go to a professional. It needs to be opened up and tuned to the antenna within the inside of it. So it's going to be the end of this video because I've come as far as I can come along here. When I install the new antenna, I will make a new video, and then we'll go from there, and I'll show you. We'll be talking to some folks. I'm going to get her going here. So with that said, peace, love, and happiness. As usual, smash that like, subscribe, share this with like-minded folks. We got a lot going on here at Cricky's Off-Grid Camp. Peace, love, and happiness. See you next time.